made you decide, Jay, that you would reach out to me and schedule, however long ago that was, a Between Lives Soul Regression?
Linda, I saw you on TV or the internet or something, and I go, "Oh, that looks cool. I think I could." And there was something about you figure out what kind of soul you are, and where you're. And I was like, "I'll do that." And then, of course, I called, and Earl told me I had to wait a year or something like that because you're so busy. But I did, and then
Yeah.
I had this wonderful experience, and yeah, it was amazing. But it was purely just that sounds like fun. I would like, and I have always my life has been a progression out of depression and anxiety into a lighter level of existence. And when I was reaching out to you, I'm sure I was in I'm still trying to find my way out of it. And I was like, oh, that might help.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful. There's Cecilian. I mean, I'm leaving out so many comments that I could make because I want to get to your regression.
I do want to say one thing because Earl asked me, how does it inform my work? And before we move off my work,
Yeah,
I do
sure.
want to say that, David and I write movies, and now it's been family movies. And I love creating. I think we're all here in this world to create, whether that's just creating a trip to the supermarket one day or, creating a book or everything is creating. I love the experience of creating. So I love being involved in making movies and seeing them come to, fruition. And I even like it when they don't come into fruition. It's still fun to create. Um, but particularly, I love it when I'm able to take some little kernel of understanding that I find uplifting and I think would be a benefit and uplifting to the world, if I can slip that into one of my characters' mouths at some point, or we can get to a emotional moment where that truth is being dramatized. I love that. So that's a way that my spirituality has informed my work. And it's probably the one of the most fun things about my job is if I when that happens.
That's beautiful. Thank you. I think that makes a lot of that resonates, I think, with a lot of us when we think about how it affects what we do in our daily lives. Thank
Yeah,
you.
because all of us have something to do. You can't be a human being and do nothing. It's
Yeah.
we're all doing something, and it looks different for all of us. But there's always an opportunity in that activity to uplift ourselves and uplift someone else. There's
Mm.
all, we have those opportunities, no matter what kind of work or life we're living. That opportunity exists, and I think probably everyone on this Zoom looks for those opportunities to make the world a better place, even if it's just with a smile.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
That's Jay, that's interesting. It's exactly what I was thinking because some people might say, well, Jay, or well, Linda, or well, somebody else with we might say a broader platform. Well, GJ, you can do your writing and insert these sort of spiritual, attitudes and comments into your characters, or, Linda or Earl, you can do this work with people. But the bottom line is what you just said, Jay, that I think is so important, and that is talking to your neighbor or smiling at someone, in the grocery store. We never know how much that affects people. And I always want to say to people, don't think small because you have no way of knowing how you impact anyone else. You don't have to have some, public platform.
Well, we're all so interconnected that the ripple effect is tremendous. And I know people who've have had these very rich experiences of going to higher realms and talking to higher beings and stuff like that. And the message consistently that always comes back is change happens one person at a time.
Hmm.
Yep.
And the first person to change is yourself.
Right.
Because when you change and you embrace your ultimately comes down to just loving yourself and dropping your judgment about yourself. When you embrace yourself on that level, that ripples out and has such an effect. And then if you, it's the one or two people you touch in your life has such an effect. And so I always hear that from kind of spiritual sources. It's one person at a time. It's just
Yeah.
one person at a time.
Absolutely.